We continue our reading of Lest We Forget, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, April 11, The Alternative to Date Setting, Part 2. Truly I say to you, as you did it to one of the least of these, my brethren, you did it to me. Matthew 25:40. How to be a faithful Adventist? That is the question. The disciples and the early Adventists, and many in our day also, wanted to spend their wait in emotional excitement. But Jesus sought to direct their attention to the more sober realm of living as a Christian in the daily world. Yesterday we closed with the parable of the sheep and the goats in Matthew 25:31-46. Ellen White caught Jesus' meaning when she wrote, quote, "Thus Christ on the Mount of Olives pictured to his disciples the scene of the great judgment day. And he represented its decision as turning upon one point. When the nations are gathered before him, there will be but two classes, and their eternal destiny will be determined by what they have done or have neglected to do for him in the person of the poor and suffering. Those whom Christ commends in the judgment may have known little of theology, but they have cherished his principles. Through the influence of the divine Spirit, they have been a blessing to those about them. Even among the heathen are those who have cherished the spirit of kindness. Before the words of life had fallen upon their ears, they have befriended the missionaries, even ministering to them at the peril of their own lives. Among the heathen are those who worship God ignorantly, those to whom the light is never brought by human instrumentality, yet they will not perish. Though ignorant of the written law of God, they have heard his voice speaking to them in nature, and have done the things that the law required. Their works are evidence that the Holy Spirit has touched their hearts, and they are recognized as the children of God. Desire of Ages, page 637 and 638. Has the Holy Spirit touched my heart? Where is my focus as an Adventist? Is it on the excitement of the latest preacher who persuades the church on the nearness of the Advent? Or is it on present duty as we wait for that event? I must admit that excitement by definition is more captivating, but present duty is more Christian. The true Adventist, according to Jesus, is not the one who can only think of how close the coming is, but the one who is living the life of God's love while hoping and waiting and watching for that better day. Today, my friend, Jesus wants each of us to rededicate our life to being Christians in our world as we wait the next one. This concludes our reading today of Lest We Forget.